All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today we're talking about staying calm in stressful situations and the sort of method that I practice in order to do that. Please hit the like and subscribe button so that we can grow this channel into something beautiful and awesome that we can all enjoy being a part of. And so, staying calm in stressful situations. Let's say you have to get a car rental, you have to go to work, take care of the kids, figure out what to eat, and take care of someone else and pay this particular bill. Basically, you have so many different things going on and you don't know how much of it is going to actually work out and where it's going to go. How do I stay calm in those scenarios? And I'm going to be going over one of the primary methods that I use for that, and that is a form of acceptance. And right off the bat, I want to say it's not defeat. I'm not talking about complacency. I am not talking about giving up. And I am certainly not talking about, not caring necessarily about the results, but rather being very, very specific in what you care about and where you divert your energy. So you may have a lot of things going on, but there's only a few things that you can actually control. Sometimes you just have to wait it out and see what will happen. You have your input, you do what you can do, but then the situation will end up resolving itself without you. There's no more input that you can give. You can't change it anymore. It will resolve itself without you. And so in that scenario, I tend to just practice a form of acceptance and say, hey, what will be, will be. I've done my part. I've, put in the work that I can put in. Now it's time to move on. Now it's time to divert my energy elsewhere. What will be, will be. There's no point in me thinking about it. There's no point in me, worrying about it. Let's change course and work on something that I can actually positively affect. Let's do the next task. Or if you know a certain set of scenarios that could be the outcome, you could create in your mind potential courses of actions for each outcome. So if this person comes back and says this to me, okay, then I will do this. Am I capable of doing that? Do I have what I need for that? Yes. Okay, then we're good. Don't worry about it. If, on the other hand, they say this, then I should do this. Do I have everything I need to execute that? No? Okay, let's try to make up for that real quick. Okay, now if the outcome ends up being a certain way, now I'm capable of taking care of it. Take some precautions and make sure that you're ready to take care of either scenario, and then just leave it alone. Accept it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not taking any more input from you. You've done your thing, you've said your bit, and now you just have to wait. You sent the mail, and now the corporation has to get back to you on what they've decided, or the judge has to get back to you, or so-and-so has to get back to you, and there's nothing you can do until then. So stop thinking about it. Divert your energy and attention to something that you can actually control, and just take it one step at a time. Just keep going. And so that's a part of the acceptance that I practice. And it's also really, really interesting to me because you also have to be able to trust yourself. You have to be able to trust that, you can actually do what needs to be done in whichever situation ends up being the outcome. You have to be able to, because if you don't trust that you're capable of taking care of it, well, then you're kind of in a bit of a bad way, because how could you ever stay calm and just practice acceptance in that route? And so being calm is all about assessing the situation and accepting what you cannot control, and then putting in the right amount of effort for what you can control, and then just accepting the result. And sometimes we worry too much about the result and not enough about, hey, just what kind of effort did I put forward? Because at the end of the day, as long as you can sleep at night, as long as you can be proud of yourself and say that I did everything possible, if there's nothing else possible, that you could do, sometimes it's just take a deep breath and accept what happens. There are scenarios in which, you have to go over, above, and beyond in order to get the results that you're looking for. But generally, if there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can do, and you just push yourself to work on other things. And so another thing that I like to do is practice breathing. I like to practice very deep inhales and slow exhales. Gets my blood pressure a little bit slower, my pulse a little bit slower, helps me calm down a little bit in that regards. And so it's kind of just a mixture of all of those things. And another thing that I've thought about a lot is anxiety and worry doesn't actually solve the problem. And so if you're just sitting there all day worried about the fact that something might happen, like, you're not doing anything about it because you can't do anything about it. You've already crossed the point where it's like, hey, there's nothing I can do about this. And so why would you, and now you've chosen to just sit there and chew on it and stew in that and just worry about it. It's like, bro, if you're not going to do anything, don't think about it. You're just hurting yourself, okay? You're messing up with your emotions. What you're really doing is you're ruining your ability to properly appreciate and experience all of the good things that you still have going for you. You're ruining your ability to experience the present moment, maybe your family members, and just being with the people that are still there. If there's nothing you can do, don't allow yourself to just sit there humming and hawing and pacing back and forth and just being completely entrenched in what might happen. Because let's be honest, it's a fiction. It's fictional. It hasn't happened yet. It's not real. So why would you allow that to take away from the things that actually are happening right now? Maybe you got a kid who's eating lunch, and instead of playing with him and spending time with him, the whole moment completely passes you by because you're busy worried about what this corporation will say about a car payment or something. And it's going to take 2 days. There's nothing you can do about it to then. You sent the mail, you sent the information that you had to send. It's going to take 2 days to get back to you. What are you doing wasting those 2 days thinking about it when you have a kid that's right in front of you experiencing life for the first time, and you're completely missing that experience because your mind is in the future, on a future that hasn't even happened yet? Maybe it will turn out okay, and again, if there's nothing you can do, why are you wasting your time having your mind stuck in a future that doesn't exist yet? And that's where I get to this whole thing, is like, what will be will be. What is happening right now? How can I devote 100% positive energy? What can I give to the present moment to make that better? If the future is coming at us and there's nothing else I can do, if there is something new that you can do, then obviously that's a different story. Get your butt to work and do something. But if you've done everything you can do and now you just have to wait, well then wait. And distract yourself by putting in effort towards something that is actually going on right now, something that you can actually have control over, something that you can actually contribute to, whether that's just enjoying the present moment, spending time with a loved one, working on something else that really needs your attention, whatever it may be. I'm always trying to think, hey, what can I do right now? Don't worry about the future of all the different things that are being decided without me. There's nothing I can do about that. Let's put forth energy towards what I can do something about. And that would be my advice to you guys today. I hope it helps. Please hit the like and subscribe button so we can make this channel something that we can all be proud of. And I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.